Hey, good morning. This is Conan, the librarian Tatis, all the way from Quezon City, Metro Manila, Philippines, March 31, 2019. And today I'm going to share to you my predictions for One A New Era, the very first One Championship event to take place in Japan. And later today, the fight night will take place at Ryugoku Kokugikan in Tokyo, Japan. That's 3:30 p.m. Tokyo time, 2:30 p.m. Philippine time, and around 2:30 a.m. in the United States. One A New Era will feature 15 bouts in total, 11 are mixed martial arts contests, and 4 One Super Series matches, which include 2 kickboxing bouts and 2 Muay Thai bouts. There will be 8 preliminary bouts and 7 bouts on the main card. And before the main event, there will be 3 co-main events, which are all title bouts. I'm Filipino. I'm Igorot, like 3 of the Filipinos on the card, namely Danny Kingad, Kevin Bilingon, and Eduard Folayang. So, of course, I'm going to root for them. Some of the fighters on the card I have met personally. Some of them I am Facebook friends with and communicated online and offline, so of course I have the tendency to root for them. I am not going to be very technical with my predictions, so these are biased predictions. So let's start with the first bout of the evening. It's a mixed martial arts contest in the lightweight division between the big heart Yoon Chang Min of South Korea and Bala the Tuludad warrior Shetty of India. I'm Facebook friends with Bala Shetty. Yoon Chang Min is a One Championship debutant. Both of them has yet to win a professional MMA bout. My gut tells me this is going to be a unanimous decision victory in favor of Yoon Chang Min. Bout number 2 is a Muay Thai contest in the bantamweight division between Panicos Yusuf of Cyprus and Mohammed Jordan Boy bin Mahmoud of Malaysia. Panicos Yusuf is half Cypriot and half Filipino. I have met Mohammed bin Mahmoud personally here in the Philippines and he was very gracious and kind. I'm not going to be biased in this match. Panicos has 1 win and 0 loss in One Super Series. Mohammed bin Mahmoud has 1 win and 1 loss. I think this is going to be a technical knockout victory in favor of Mohammed bin Mahmoud. I think it's going to be a TKO victory either in the second round or the third round. Third bout of the evening is a mixed martial arts contest in the featherweight division between Anthony the Archangel Angolan of Indonesia and Gary the Lion Killer Tonon of the United States. Angolan is going to represent Indonesia this time, but he is half Dutch and half Indonesian. He used to represent both Indonesia and the Netherlands, but based on the fight card from One Championship, he's going to represent only Indonesia this time. I think my gut tells me Gary Tonon, who currently has 3 wins and 0 loss as a professional MMA fighter. I think he still will be undefeated after this match. Method, I think it's going to be a technical knockout victory in the second or the third round. Fourth bout of the evening is a women's atomweight match, mixed martial arts, between Mei Vivi Yamaguchi of Japan and Ksenia the Tigress Lachkova of Russia. The Russian contender is a One Championship debutant. Yamaguchi is a veteran in MMA and in One Championship. I think the Japanese crowd will be very, very happy because my gut tells me Yamaguchi is going to win this via submission in the second round. And the fifth bout of the evening is a kickboxing contest between Hiroki Akimoto of Japan and Joseph the Hurricane Lassiri of Italy. I don't know, my gut tells me this is going to be in favor of the underdog. Joseph Lassiri has competed for one Super Series bouts prior to one A New Era. He has yet to win in the league. Hiroki Akimoto won his first one Super Series contest. This is going to be his second. I don't know, my gut tells me that Joseph Lassiri will finally get his win. I think it's going to be a unanimous decision after three 3-minute rounds. Bout number 6, it's a Muay Thai contest in the flyweight division between the Iron Man Rodtang Jitmuangnon of Thailand and Hakim Hamek of France. My gut tells me it's going to be in favor of the dancing martial artist from Thailand, Rodtang Jitmuangnon. I think it's going to be a technical knockout victory in the 3rd round. Bout number 7 is an MMA match. It is one of the matches in the One Flyweight World Grand Prix quarterfinals. It's between Kairat the Kazakh Akhmetov of Kazakhstan and Reese Lightning McLaren of Australia. This is a little easy for me. I am rooting for Reese Lightning McLaren. I think is going to win via submission, either in the 1st or the 2nd round. Bout number 8 is also a match in the One Flyweight World Grand Prix quarterfinals. It's between Senzo Ikeda of Japan and Danny the King Kingad of the Philippines. Of course, I am rooting for Danny the King Kingad, although I admit I'm a little nervous. Senzo Ikeda might knock him out, but my gut tells me Danny Kingad is ready to win, although I guess he's not going to finish Senzo Ikeda. I think Danny Kingad is going to win via unanimous decision after 3 5-minute rounds. So those are all the preliminary bouts. Let's start with the first bout on the main card. The first one, which is the 9th bout of the evening, is a kickboxing contest at a catch weight of 72 kilograms between Andy Power Sauer of the Netherlands and the hero Yodsankla Iwi Fairtex of Thailand. My gut tells me it's going to be a unanimous decision victory in favor of the hero Yodsankla Iwi Fairtex of Thailand. Bout number 10 is a match in One Lightweight World Grand Prix quarterfinals. This is going to mark the One Championship debut of Eddie Alvarez of the United States. His opponent is Timofey Nastyukhin of Russia. Timofey is the underdog here, and I think, many fans are rooting for Eddie Alvarez, and they believe that Eddie Alvarez is going to win this. Some of the fight fans and fight critics even consider Timofey Nastyukhin as a sacrificial lamb here, but I disagree. I think Timofey Nastyukhin is going to shock the world. I think he's going to win this match. He is either going to knock out Alvarez in the 3rd round, or he's going to win the match via unanimous decision after 3 5-minute rounds. Match number 11 is also a fight in the One Flyweight World Grand Prix quarterfinals. It's between Yuya Wakamatsu of Japan and Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson. I honestly would like to root for Wakamatsu, but I still believe that DJ is still one of the greatest MMA fighters pound for pound. I think DJ is going to win via submission or knockout in the third round. I think he's going to do his best to finish Yuya Wakamatsu in the first 2 rounds. I think Yuya will survive, so it might end in the third round. Now let's have the 3 co-main events of the evening. The first one is a trilogy bout. Bibiano the Flash Fernandez of Brazil will challenge the reigning 1 bantamweight world champion Kevin the Silencer Bilingan of the Philippines. Of course, I am rooting for the Filipino defending champion. I think Kevin is ready to defend himself from Bibiano's attempt to submit him. And I also believe Bibiano is ready to protect himself from Kevin's kicks and punches so he won't be knocked out. So my instincts are telling me Kevin is going to win either via knockout in the 4th or 5th round, or he's going to win via unanimous decision after 5 5-minute rounds. Bout number 13, or the second co-main event of the evening, is a rematch between Ken Hasegawa of Japan and the reigning 1 middleweight world champion, the Burmese Python Aung Lansang of Myanmar. Ken Hasegawa is a good guy, is a nice guy, but I am rooting for the defending Burmese champion. He did not become a double champ by chance. I think he has all what it takes to be a double champ. I think he is more than ready to defend his belt, specifically his middleweight belt from his Japanese rival. Unfortunately for the Japanese crowd, later they will have to witness Hasegawa fail to dethrone the Burmese champion. So, method, I think it's going to be another technical knockout victory. This time I think it's going to be earlier, probably not in the first round. I think it's going to be in the 2nd or 3rd round. Aung Lansang. And the third co-main event of the evening is a match between 2 champions, 2 female champions. The unstoppable Angela Lee of Singapore, who is the reigning 1 women's atomweight world champion, is going to challenge the reigning 1 women's strawweight world champion, the Panda Xiong Jing Nan of China. I like Angela. I have one anecdote about Angela. On January 22, 2018, she came here as a visitor, and she was just from a terrible, she just recovered from a terrible vehicular accident. And I was lucky to have a short personal interview with her, and she was very gracious and all. And you know, she's undefeated, she's fierce and all. I would like to root for her, but my instincts are telling me this is probably going to be her first loss. And yeah, that's hard. I'm a big fan, but you know, we have a We have a very strong defending champion from China, the Panda. I think the Panda is more than ready to defend her strawweight belt. I think Angela Lee will try her best to submit Xiong Jing Nan in the first 2 rounds. I believe Xiong Jing Nan is ready to defend herself, so she won't be submitted. I think, on the other hand, Xiong Jing Nan will try her best to knock out Angela Lee in the first 2 rounds. I think that's not going to happen either. Do I think it's going to go full 5 rounds? No. I think these two fierce warriors will try their best to finish each other in the 3rd, 4th, even in the 5th round. I'm not really sure about the method, but my instincts are telling me that Xiong Jing Nan is going to win, probably via knockout in the 4th or 5th round. I don't know, but my instincts are telling me it's in favor of Xiong Jing Nan, and either way, it's not a loss for Angela. She is still a champion, even after losing to Xiong Jing Nan later, maybe. And let's go to the main event of the evening. It's going to be a rematch between Shinya Aoki of Japan. He is going to challenge the reigning 1 lightweight world champion Eduard Landslide Folayang of the Philippines. And of course, I am rooting for the Filipino defending champion, Landslide. I think Shinya Aoki will try to submit Eduard Folayang as well. I think Eduard Folayang will try to knock out Shinya Aoki as well. I think it's not going to be easy for both. They are equally matched. I believe that. So it's just a matter of who has a better strategy this time. But my instincts are telling me neither of them will be able to finish each other. I think this is going to go the distance. My prediction is it's going to be a unanimous decision in favor of the defending champion, the reigning and still 1 lightweight world champion, Eduard Landslide Folayang. So there you go. Those are my biased predictions, okay? Those are biased. I did not really base it on technical reasons. So if you happen to disagree with some of the predictions, feel free to comment in this video. And if you want more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe here. And that's all for now. Later, after all the bouts tonight, I'm going to do a recap and we will check my predictions. Let's see my score. So let's all watch together. One, A New Era. It's going to be live. The preliminary card will be shown on One Championship's Facebook account. The preliminary bouts plus the first 2 main card bouts will be shown on One Championship's Twitter account. And the entire thing, all the 15 bouts, will be shown on One Super app. And that's going to be free. So let's all watch together. Let's root for all of them, actually. And I believe this is one of the biggest fight cards One Championship has ever had. And this is also one of the cards that I will say I will be okay if my predictions are wrong. I am actually rooting for all of them, to be honest. there is not one fighter on the card that I wish to lose. Sometimes there are in the previous fight cards, but in this particular fight card, I like all of them. But of course, if forced to do predictions and pick one, I do have particular picks. Like in the case of Xiong Jing Nan and Angela Lee, I'm a big fan of Angela Lee, but only for this particular fight, I believe that Xiong Jing Nan is going to win. But I'm still a fan of Angela Lee, so if my prediction is wrong, then it's also fine. So let's watch together. It's One, A New Era. This is Conan, the Librarian Altatis. Subscribe. And cut.